Aquarius darlings, how are you guys doing? It's Tasha, aka Mama Jim, aka Jim the Butterfly, and I'm here with your 13th through the 31st bi-weekly tarot scope. Thank you for everyone that's been liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you for everyone who's been purchasing personal readings from me. Just thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be drawing 8 cards, 3 for the week of the 13th, 3 for the week of, I guess that's the 20th, the 21st, and 2 for the last partial week of our 15 yearlies are coming very soon within the next week or so. Just please be patient with that. If anything in this reading resonates with you and you would like a personal reading with me, the link is in the description box. So let's see, Aquarius, what do we have for y'all? And before we start, y'all, wait a minute. I did not read without incense being lit. So hold on, please. That's a little amateur English accent. I try very hard sometimes. I don't know why I do that. I don't pay me any attention. Alright, bear with me, little water bearers. Alright, y'all. And this is a general reading, like I said, it's for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh, here we go. Alright, stop popping out. Alright, here we go, y'all. Yep. Get some new energy in here. Aquarius, December 13th. First. Aquarius, December 13th. And I figured I'll just do something a little different this month. In case you guys wanted to see how I shuffle and how I pick cards. I do pick cards in a very, I feel like it's unorthodox. But hell, I'm unorthodox. So, shit. I don't ever do things the way people expect me to do them, so. But somehow it always seems to work out. So, whatever. Alright, y'all. Let's get some cards from Water Bearer friends. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Alright, let's flip these cards over and see what we have here. The 3 of Swords. And I don't read in reversal, okay, guys? The 3 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Strength card, the 4 of Wands. This is you showing up in the reading. The King of Swords, you are Swords, male or female. This is a general reading. The 6 of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so what I feel like in this first week, starting off with number 13, you guys are, oh man, I just feel just very down and very depressed. I just feel like you've suffered some heartache here and some betrayal and disappointment, very extreme disappointment here. And I feel like this is regarding a family or a love situation. 4 Wands sometimes can represent marriage to me. Or it just could be just a couple, just a regular couple situation. But I feel like in that first week, if this energy has been present, it's still kind of lingering, okay? But with the 10 of Swords, I do feel like that is a cycle coming to an end here. I feel like that's going to be you kind of seeing it for what it is and understanding what it is. It's interesting. I feel like y'all see Bambi. Y'all see Bambi right here. I feel like someone is while you're going through this thing, Aquarius, I feel like Bambi is like indicative of someone that you may not even realize has been watching. And they're wanting, I feel like Bambi's wanting to step in. This person is just a gentle person, I feel like that. This person sees you and they're taking, not necessarily pity, but they are feeling very empathetic to what's going on. They've seen it. They've kind of just stayed back in the background, but they've been watching, okay? I'm not really sure who this person is, but you know who this person is, or you not even know yet. But just know that there's somebody here that's been wanting to offer you some help. They've seen it. It makes me feel so sad to read this at first. I'm telling you, but it's almost like what you're feeling like. I can't do shit right. That's what that is. That's what this card is looking like to me. Like, you know, I never get it right. But with this Knight of Cups here, the Knight of Cups, I see you're picking yourself up, okay, and you're not giving up on love, even though this situation has really left you in it's left a bad taste in your mouth when it comes to love. And it may even been, you know, I hate to even say, but I feel like with this Three of Swords here, a lot of times it's talked about as a result of cheating. You know, I hope it wasn't you guys that was doing the cheating. You know, I hope it wasn't anybody doing the cheating. But I just want to put that out there. A lot of times the Three of Swords does talk about cheating and betrayal, you know. But overall, there's a huge disappointment. And like I said, I do feel like it's in relation to this relationship or some type of family home situation. But on the good side, you haven't forgotten how to love yourself. And I feel like this could also be with the Knight of Cups. This could be someone a little younger than you or someone your age, but someone's coming in with some cup energy. It could be this Bambi, this person who's very loving and very nurturing. They're going to be coming in and offering up some love to you. Now, this is not, I don't feel like this, I feel like this is more so a friendly love. This is not a new love interest, okay? And even if there was a new love interest, I really don't feel like you guys are going to entertain it, again, for a while right now. But, you know, you just have someone coming in offering up some love and nurturing energy and probably offering up some friendship. A listening ear is what I see with this Knight of Cups. But if it is a person, this is a male or female, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Within the second week, starting whatever, I guess it's the 20th or the 21st, you have the Strength card. And it's simply telling you that, you know, you're going to have to remain strong through this situation. It is talking about, you know, trying not to, with this Ten of Swords here, refrain from negative thought and refrain from beating yourself up, like thinking that you're a fuck up. You're not a fuck up, okay? That's what the Strength card is coming in to tell you. Because I feel like, and it's right up under the Three of Swords, I feel like you guys are going to be, you're really hurt. You are really, really hurt. And like I said, it's in ties to this family, this marriage or relationship, whatever this is. You really thought, because this card talks about building a solid foundation with someone, putting your energy into building a solid foundation, and it didn't work that way. Okay, it didn't work that way, and the reason why it didn't work that way, I'm not gonna say the reason why it didn't work that way. It just didn't. I don't know why it didn't work, honestly. It could be in relation to, like I said, this three of swords, you know, and for some people I'm hearing this could have been your third marriage or something. I don't know, or third serious relationship that you thought was going to go somewhere. I don't know, but I feel like this has happened before. You've been in this position before, hurt very deeply, you know. And it's regarding a relationship. And it may turn you into, well, this is you, but I feel like it's gonna, the good thing about this is, it's like you're not gonna fall in love. You'll fall in love, but you're gonna be a little bit more cautious about who you give your heart to, you know, because when you talk about the King of Swords or the King of Swords or even the Queen of Swords here, it talks to me about both of those people. They've really experienced some loss, but they have grown very wise through the losses that they have experienced. And so, you know, I feel like you're just going to be you're not going to go in so much with your heart on your sleeve as much like you used to, with the expectations of something growing, because it's like, I hope this is the way it looks now. This is how it looks to me when I'm looking down at it. You know, you'll be meeting some people, you know, but you're going to be reminded of Sorry. You're going to be reminded. It's like you're looking back at this relationship, this whatever this thing that didn't work out, and so it's like everything seems to remind you of it. But I feel like even though you had this heartbreak and this hurt, you're going to get by the end of the year, you're going to have a better understanding of what happened and what transpired with the King of Swords, because the King of Swords is very he's very in control of his emotions, and I feel like that's what you're going to be doing too. You're going to be getting back in more control of your emotions here, because I feel like, starting the week of December 13th, or it could even be before then, that your emotions they're just not, they're out of control right now. You're very down and you're very depressed. But the tough part, I think this is like the initial shock, is what I feel here. But this King of Swords is coming in to help you get a grip and get control of your emotions, and to look at this relationship, and not just the relationship, but to look at yourself a little bit more, to dig a little bit more deeper into yourself and see what way you played in to the ending of this relationship. Now, and for you to also accept responsibility of this thing, without guilt, without anger, without fear, to look unapologetically at yourself. Because the King of Swords, he's a very self-aware man. He's very cerebral. He does a lot of thinking. And so I feel like this is going to be you just doing a lot of thinking, using your insight here. You can be communicating with friends. I see this as, with this situation, it's like it's going to really activate you going within your brow chakra, and looking at this relationship again through your mind's eye, and you're going to see things that maybe you pushed aside, or you just chose not to see. But either way, it's going to be a learning lesson here, okay? Which is always a good thing. Once you realize that, and I don't feel like you'll be just completely over it but I feel like you're going to know what to do with these feelings that you have, and you're going to be able to put them where they need to go and really process them and deal with them, okay? Because look at the transformation. Yeah, I guess the transformation, or the I'm always looking for words, y'all. I guess the progression is what I'm looking for. You're starting off as a 3, okay? And you're coming back into yourself as a king. You reach some mastery of your feelings here. This thing is real, like I said, it's really been bothering you. And because you obtained this mastery, you're going to be getting back on the good foot now, okay? With the 6 of Wands, you're going to be feeling victorious, all right? You're going to be feeling victorious. And what I feel like, though, if you have somebody else coming in, male or female, another air sign, Queen of Swords. Yeah, you're going to be feeling, you can be thinking about turning your interest other places, which is weird. I'm not going to say weird, but within 2 weeks, I'm just like, wow. First you're really upset, and then you get yourself together and you be moving on to someone else, or just, it could very well happen, because I do see 2 people within this relationship, a male and a female. There's a couple here. So I do know this is a relationship issue, but, hey, the one thing I can say about y'all Aquarius is that once you're done, you're done. And, when you leave, and I've said this before, when you leave, you don't give 2 fucks. It's like you've had your mind made up and you walk away. So, and the thing is like, what seems a little weird to other people, that's exactly what y'all do. So, it seemed weird to me, that, you were in just such a bad funk during the middle of December. But by the end of it, you're going to be focusing on something else or someone else. Or maybe this is you just focusing, you're still feeling victorious about love and finding your personal share. It could be that too. That, like I said, with this Knight of Cups, you're not, it hasn't discouraged you completely. You still believe in love. And I feel like that's what the Knight of Cups, maybe that's what this Bambi, this person coming in to talk to you, to tell you, you know what, don't give up on love. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. You're gonna get this right. And I feel like what this is also telling you with the Strength card is you're gonna be learning how to tame the beast within inside you. Okay? Whether that means you're tackling your own personal demons, you're tackling negative self-talk. You have the drive to move forward, but you're gonna have to understand that you can't force your way forward. Okay, this talks about with the Strength card. This is movement, but it's steady movement nonetheless. It's one thing that if it was a Chariot card, but I feel like with the Strength card, it's telling you not to resist this. So if you're feeling kind of down, go ahead and go ahead, be down right now. It's okay because you've been afforded that opportunity, unfortunately, to hurt. But I feel like you need to do this. You need to allow yourself to hurt. And once you allow yourself to hurt, you'll get back up with this Knight of Cups. You'll get back up and you have someone helping you, pulling you up like, come on, let's go. Instilling that drive back in you. All that, and look at that red, all that energy. That's going to be you getting up like, okay, I've done enough now. I've cried enough. Let me get up. I need to be strong. I still want to settle down. I still want this happy life. I still want this. I still want to find me a mate, but this next time I'm going to do it a little bit smarter. Okay. And I wouldn't be surprised, y'all, messing with y'all. I love y'all, Aquarius. I wouldn't be surprised if you just find yourself by the end of the year or at the beginning of the year, someone's coming in for you. Another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Someone's coming in and very like-minded person here. I don't know where this relationship will lead, but it's always good to have someone that you can at least. This is a very cerebral relationship. These are two people that can talk and converse with each other and exchange ideas, and that's going to be comforting to you. So, good luck, Aquarius. You along with everybody else, we all have been going through some letting people go and we've all suffered some very big losses this year. But understand that, what, we have to get rid of what is not working for us. And I think that's been the overall theme for a lot of people this year, is just moving things out that are no longer working for us. And it hurts. But as long as we can get back up again and keep moving forward, that's all that matters. We don't want to stay here and wallow with the Ten of Swords. We don't want to stay here and wallow in this. You have your pity party. You have your moments. But then you get up and you keep going. Keep going. Is what this cup, what this Knight of Cups is telling you. Don't give up on love. Because in the end, you're only going to be denying yourself. When you deny yourself love, or you deny love to other people, you're only going to be ending up denying love to yourself. And I feel like there is someone out there for you. You just got to remain hopeful and remain strong and know that it's going to come your way. Okay? All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if this reading resonates with someone, please check the description box, click on the link, and email me for a personal reading. Thank y'all. Bye-bye.